Well, I read the book, decades ago. I'd seen the movie, then I read the book, and then I saw it again just a few months ago. But reading the book, I was sort of a kid like Scout, in that I didn't understand, well, first of all, I just really didn't understand racism. I'm from Michigan, and all the schools in my town, which was a factory town, Pontiac, were segregated according to which section of town you lived in. But when we went to junior high school, there were 3, and one of them, the black children and the rest of us came together. So I had always gone to school from 7th grade on with black children. And I didn't think anything about it, and I really did not understand racism. I did not like it, but I couldn't understand how people could feel that way. And I'd had, no real experience. I mean, not that there wasn't prejudice. I mean, I was aware of that. But when she was telling her story about coming back to Birmingham and the incident with John, it reminded me of going to Florida, I think it was 1954, because I think on that trip we heard on the radio about the Topeka versus Brown Supreme Court decision. So I think that was 1954. Well, we were in Florida. I was there with my parents, and I was 19, I think. And I was very thirsty. We went in August. We didn't, from Michigan, we didn't understand much about heat in the South in August. So we came, and we were in a town in Florida, and I was very, very thirsty. And my dad said, well, I'll stop the car, and there's a drugstore there. You can go in and get a drink. So I went to the back of the store, and there were 2 drinking fountains. And one said white and one said colored. And I just stood there and I said, I will never be that thirsty. So, I had to go somewhere else. And that's just, I felt that way. I just did not understand it. And I still don't. So anyway, and I'm a psychologist, but I have taught in the last few years psychology and sociology. And I usually tell that story too, because I find that younger people just do not understand racism the way it was. They don't understand ageism. They don't understand gender. This is in Ohio, southern Ohio. Both boys, women, and men really believe there's no gender discrimination. They don't even understand gender discrimination or what it was like, or that it still exists in some form. So that was my experience of the book. I very much identified with Scout. I would have been maybe 10 years older than she, 10, 12 years older. So I could just see myself in her and see the kind of trouble I could have gotten into in the South had I lived there with my attitude. So.